The British landed at Tauranga to establish a defensive base and advances on Gate Pa, a fortified village which uses natural hill slopes as earth ramparts and timber palisades to cover a double line of trenches with individual firing pits, maze-like tunnels for communications and deception. The embarrassed victory would shake the confidence of the British force and delay British conquest of New Zealand.
Took it back and used it in the Crimean War. Crimea?
Yeah.
Yep. That was taken from the Māori. Guess which battalion had the highest rate of casualties and injuries? The Māori battalion. The Māori battalion was always getting too far ahead of all the rest and getting themselves cut off and surrounded.
Like when I get back, I'm just dripping all over. We're glad I didn't take that other camera.
Ne maufola umai e ni he wahanoa Ke tau potata la mohi wakakala Ka whehu I lewa ho mau hingoa Kono no sina a ho mau ki I waka Ne maufola umai e ni he wahanoa Ke tau potata la mohi wakakala Ka whehu I lewa o mau hingoa Kono no sina a ho mau ki I waka Kono no sina a ho mau ki I waka
made a big speech the other day that we really need someone to come in, an arborist or something, and take all these lower so we get more light underneath. Yes, it will. Well, no, that's what they do. Ray said, you don't need to do that, we can do it.
Who's the we?
Is there a finger pointing?
Cows walk in, cows walk up, they put their head straight up here, and the back end is here. So they're standing on the same angle as this gate. So they basically walk in and step to the side, they're in position. We always put the machines on between the hind legs, so put all the machines on the cows on this side. When they're finished milking, the milk will stop flowing in that glass. We know the cow's done. We take them off and put them directly on the cows waiting over here. Once we've changed them all to this side, we just pull the string, that gate will spring open, those 12 cows walk away and the next 12 follow them in. So it flows. By the time you've done that, these ones are almost done, so you just...
I made a big speech the other day that we really need someone to come in, an arborist or something, and take all these lower so we get more light underneath. Yes, it will. You don't need to do that, we can do it. Well, no, that's
The major adaptation that we have on our project is the tripwire along the top. This is an electric fence that will give you a little bit of a tickle, but the entire point of it, if you have a look at the light, try and reach it. It is a tripwire.
Okay.
So if it is tripped for more than 3 minutes, a text message will go out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and someone will come and see why it has tripped. And that's on all 47 kilometres. We can narrow it down to roughly 1.5 kilometres, somewhere within that. And the guys have been working here for years and years, and they pretty much will know where it is on the mountain at the time. So that's basically the point of the fence.
So what trips it?
It could be a fern frond, is probably the lightest sort of thing, to a tree completely falling down and destroying the
But
fence.
not likely a critter.
No, it'd be very, very difficult for that to happen. It'd be quite a surprise actually. Sometimes we get incursions, which is normally rats or mice. This southern enclosure where we're going doesn't have anything, it's completely pest free, but our main mountain, which is surrounded as well, still has mice. On the rare occasion when there is a breach in the fence, if a rat does get in, we do a 6-week response. That's poison, traps, and quite a decent grid reference for 6 weeks until we either capture it, it climbs back out of the project, because on the other side there is no hood, so things can still climb out of the project. It does a very, very good job. Excellent. Well, we'll head up. The orchid's up there, and it's a little grey warbler, but like it's a kind of a grey sort of shades of grey. He's got a bright red eye. Behind us, these two trees here are quite unique. These are called pre-waka, or native honeysuckle. So you can see the flowers are just starting to pop up, very similarities to other honeysuckles around the world. But this one is 100% endemic. One of the odd adaptations this tree has gone through is that as a juvenile, it has a very long, slender, spiky leaf, which is basically to defend itself from the moor. The moor, even though it could be 14 feet tall, still had a very narrow throat. It's only about an inch. Actually had little bone rings all the way down its throat, so it's very restricted to what it could eat. Yet when this actually hits the sunlight, to the canopy, you can see the leaves. Oh, that's just the tui.
Yeah.
So a tui has a whole lot of different sets of little ditties, little songs, that it joins up from birth. So it's taught it from its parents, and then basically regionally they'll change all over the country. So you'll hear a different song all over the country. So if you take a bird from here, a few kilometres that way, it probably won't recognise its neighbours. So when you're hearing that, you're actually hearing little remnants of extinct birds. Sometimes you can pick them, sometimes you can't. I've been in Auckland City and had ones that annoy the hell out of me because they sound like a telephone. just because their nest just happened to be beside a house, and that's what they picked up as a tune. They basically are mimic birds, not like a mockingjay, but only as from birth.
Okay, so it's like a mini language or just a song?
I'd say dialectual language, and it's picked up. So we've just released a bird called a kōkako, which is a blue-wattled crow, and they have the most haunting sound. They have dual voice boxes, and it's eerie. So we know in the next couple of years the tuis are going to start picking up those calls. We're going to have a lot of tricking and copying happening.
Daniel, are these epiphytes?
Some sort of chemical process to basically make that bird want to have chicks. And that's both male and female. So they'll come down, they'll eventually breed. The following year, the bird will climb back up and get the ripe fruit for its chicks. So it's a very symbiotic relationship over thousands of years to meet those three requirements. So that's why it's so difficult for them to breed. Well, we'll just quickly talk about what's here. We have a tree that's fallen down, and basically the rule of thumb is big tree falls down, little tree grows up. It took a very long time for humans to understand that. So what we're doing here is allowing everything to naturally regenerate. And it just shows you this little shrub here is less than a year old. And this is called poroporo. Poroporo is the Māori word for purple, and this has a purple flower. And if you ever get to see it flower, it's identical to a potato flower.
Now what call was that?
That's a tui again.
Oh, a woman chasing a man. No, he's not. Not interested.
But he's obviously not messing with it. So I'm seeing a bird that's banded that we didn't band. So we're trying to work out where that bird came from. Madam, I've got to do my tour.
Well, if she's becoming a mum, she might be hungry.
It's a very tricky thing though. Nationally, what we've had recently is publicity from one of the other reserves about feeding their birds peanuts and causing calcium deficiencies and causing deformities. But we've been doing it for 10 years, we've never had that. What we believe is just their birds are too closely related.